Welcome to Champagne Sunday. I'm Lauren.
Hey, I'm Bonnie.
I'm Beth.
And we're going to talk about life
After divorce.
And living
The best life.
and the life you love.
Yes, living the life you love on that other side.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome.
Okay, ladies, so we're going to do a top 10 list.
Yay,
We know
top
you
10.
all,
Whoop, whoop.
listeners, we know you all love these. So today we decided, also, we're sitting on Bonnie's porch, and it is so beautiful out here.
It is a
absolutely
beautiful
lovely.
day. Everything is
It is-
green and blooming.
It's the perfect
it's the
day.
kind of day that people write poetry about.
Yes.
So we're asking ourselves, what are the top 10 positive consequences of divorce?
Yes.
So I have one.
Okay.
Is the first thing I thought of is that I feel like I have much more specific intentional time with my son.
Oh, that's a
Like
good
I
one.
Excellent
really think about how I'm interacting with him, what we're doing, if I'm spending enough time with him. Like I constantly just make sure I'm doing it, that I'm super momming, as much as I can, given the rest of my life.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
much more intentional about it because our time is more limited.
Yes.
So
Well, it is. You have to plan it.
Yes.
You have to plan how you're spending.
And I feel that with my child because I have one last year of high school with
Yeah.
him. So I'm very intentional about spending time. I think you're right. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That's a good one. All right. So my number 2, I would say that I feel much more confident. I am actually able to live my life on my own. That I am able to have a home and pay for my groceries and help my kids out and all of that, that I am actually to be self-sufficient. And I really did not know that I was actually going to be able to do that. So the confidence to live as an independent woman is something that I will never give up. And that is just truly a huge blessing.
yeah,
That if I'd known
It is-
sooner, I probably
it
would
is
have been divorced.
it is a magical feeling.
It is a
It really is. It really is.
But I didn't feel that the first year, but I definitely feel it now. So mine piggybacks on that. And my unintended positive consequences, I know exactly where I am financially, which when I was married, I had really not a good feel for the finances, what was in my name, what was
without
required,
transparency
not-
with your person,
there was
you
no
don't
transparency.
have that.
So
Yeah,
I had no idea where I would land financially.
that makes sense.
So now I definitely know exactly.
What you
My
can and
budget.
cannot do and all of that.
Yeah. I feel like, and I grow in this every day, and I think that we all do, but I feel very, very self-aware and very comfortable in my own skin. Like, I feel like I know myself more at this moment in my life than I probably ever have. And I just had a reunion with some of my friends this last weekend, and the whole time I thought, I can't remember feeling this authentically myself as I do in this moment of time. Like, it's almost impossible to be inauthentic. So but I think that it took getting out of all the other
Survival mode.
constructs.
When
to
you're
do
not in
that.
survival
You're not in
mode
survival
anymore,
mode.
you
Yeah.
can just be you.
Yep.
So that's a great number
Some-
4.
Yeah.
I think number 5 for me might be that I now know that living on my own without a partner is perfectly fine for my life. Is this the way I need to be? And that I will no longer settle for anything less than a BFF as a live-in partner with me. And I think that, when you spend those last few years or months or whatever it was for any of us in marriage, trying to decide, am I going to take this step, all of that fear? I went through all of that, and I know I will not settle for anything less than what I really feel like is going to be forever.
That's good.
That's my number 5.
Okay, number 6, I will say I have the luxury of time to explore my interests, my true interest of what I like to do in my quote unquote spare time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a big one. Yes. you were able to have friends over at your house all the time because of that very
Yeah, so
thing.
that-
I'm able to have an art studio in my
Yeah.
house because of that sort of thing. And you can leave all of your needlepoint everywhere and
Some is
projects
on
in
my
every
porch.
room.
Some is on your porch right
So
now.
Yes.
I have 2, but this is number 7.
Seven.
Am I number
Seven.
7?
Need to
I'll
save
do-
the next one for 10.
Okay, I will. Actually, that will be a good wrap-up one. So, number 7 related to what Beth just said. I do what I want when I want. Within the say it again. We do what we want
when we want.
Within the like boundaries of what I have to do for my job, what I need to do for my child, what I need to do for my partner and my house and my friends and whatever. But it's my decision. If I feel like going out of town, I go out of town, and or if I can.
Yeah, but don't you think if you have,
or if I feel like having people over for dinner, I do.
but you have a partner who's also your best friend.
Yeah.
I think that if we're all with partners who are our best friends, we never have that hesitation of, ooh, I don't know that I can do this.
Yeah.
Because it might interfere with somebody else. You know what I mean? It's always just we all love each other and move forward.
Yeah. That is a very good, it's freedom. That kind of freedom is special, especially within a partnership. I don't know that that always happens, but I feel very supported, I guess, in my relationship to be able to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, all right. Number 8, I feel like I can invest, same as you, my time and my finances where I choose. So that means that I can have my art spread out all over my house. I can choose to donate to wherever, you know what I mean? Like I am truly in control of all of that, which we probably have already said, but in control of finances and making those choices, good or bad, I am able to do that. And that is not something that I had in my marriage. And so I'm very thankful to be able to have that freedom to make my own mistakes.
Okay. This is one that's kind of been a very hard lesson for me, but now I don't.
You're
still
number
see-
9, right?
Yeah, I see it as a lesson, but I also see it as a blessing. I am finally taking time to grant myself grace and to love myself. Even though this body had a baby at 42 and it's not in the best shape, I am learning to love how I look, how I am aging, and like myself. And I'm kind of dispelling all those negative things that I heard
Throughout your marriage.
throughout my marriage about you're letting yourself go. You look better when you're like, 30 pounds lighter, blah, blah, blah. I am authentically myself. And I mean, I have to admit, this body has been really good. I got to climb up a ladder last weekend and, dangle like a monkey and do a floral spread. And I mean, I've been very athletic and I've been very blessed to have a very healthy body this whole time. I really need to celebrate the fact, I don't have a major disease process at my age.
Yep.
I'm not diabetic. My BMI is a tad over what I'd like it to be. I really don't have arthritis. I really don't have bone density problems. I don't have I never had cancer. Like I need to celebrate
where you
my
are
health,
now. Where you are now. Yep.
my body, and actually embrace it.
But also where you are, and I think we all feel this way, we're also, what divorce has given us is that confidence that someone is going to have to be as good or better than me to add to my life to allow you in.
Okay.
You're going to have to offer me. I already offer myself everything I need. I have got financial stability, all that. You're going to have to be able to offer me something that actually makes me want to include you in my life because I don't need a financial partner.
We can do a whole segment on this because the latest thing that I read was if a guy wants to date me, he's not in competition with any other guy.
No, he's in competition with you.
With me.
Yes.
And I'm really good to myself.
Yes.
Write that down. Write that down.
Yes, exactly. Write that down.
They have to rise
yes.
above, and you're gonna have you're gonna have to have the confidence to rise above the level that I'm already providing.
Yes. If they cannot provide at least the level that you are loving yourself, then should they be allowed in your sphere?
Done.
Yeah,
That's
I
a good
agree.
one, Beth.
What's number 10?
All right,
Okay,
number 10,
number 10. And it kind of goes back to what you were saying at the beginning about loving yourself. I was just thinking about the fact that I might cry a little, y'all.
Oh,
There is just so much love to be had. And I feel loved every day. I didn't know, like, I have not been, like, I love my partner very much. I love my child so much. Like, I just feel like all that love has been heightened since so much hate is out of my life.
Negativity. Too.
And then,
Yeah.
so what has happened as a result is not only do I feel that in my relationship with, like, my romantic relationship or my relationship with my child, I feel that with my friends, and I feel that with strangers. I'm kinder. I'm nice.
Yes.
I look at people and go, what can I say right now to make their day better? Like, I think about those things. That was not Lauren. That has not always been Lauren.
Well, and
But
I
I
think
think
after divorce or a big breakup, you shut down. Y'all just told me that
Well-
after a wedding I went to this weekend that y'all feel I've wakened up a little bit.
Well, and
Mhm.
when,
but it's just, it's
You know,
hard.
But I think if you allow, this is a bad movie quote, but if you allow hope to float up,
well, and
I mean, I'm seriously, you have hope.
yes, yes.
When you're down in the middle of divorce, you don't have really that whole, there's no like shaft of light movie experience saying
Well-
you're going to be okay. You have to go through the crap to get to the part where you realize there are people out there that love you. This is not doesn't have to stay in a negative situation. You will not always
that-
be in that.
and
And
I think-
people love you, and
Yeah.
there is hope
And
out
I
there.
think that also that your ability to love, like my ability to love, has just gotten bigger. Like I didn't, because, and part of it is because we tend to treat people how we are treated, I think.
Well, we were all
Yes.
And when-
squashed down.
And when no one is being hateful to you or negative to you, and you're like continually
and-
feeling built up,
Yeah.
you're going to then continue to build other people up. And it's just
Exactly.
like, I would venture to say, I mean, I operate at a pretty high happiness level, I would say. I mean, I have my moments, but I feel happier regularly more than I ever have in my whole life.
Mhm.
Well,
I
yeah,
I wake
I
up
find-
happy.
I find happiness in little things like
Yeah.
sitting on my porch swing,
Yeah.
listening to the bird, drinking my
Well,
coffee in peace.
so we're all
Just
more
great.
appreciative
Yes.
of all of those moments of joy
Yeah.
because they were sucked out of our life, I think, for so long. So you notice them
Yeah.
and all of that. So, and I think that when you're healing from divorce, like I was making and not even just divorce, that first breakup after divorce. So when you're going out with somebody and you break up for the first time with that person after divorce, that's really, really hard because that was the first time you allowed yourself this hope that love existed. So
Yeah.
I was making a list just a week or two ago about just the things that I wanted out of life. Like what are my values? And I struggled to write love on there. It has always been one of my values, and I struggled, and I thought, now it has to be there, but I understand why I'm struggling to acknowledge it.
It doesn't just have to be romantic love.
No,
you
that's what
know?
I mean. It's just
That's the
love
thing
in general. It is
love can
comes
exist in so many ways.
with your
Yeah.
pets,
Yep.
with your significant other, with your children, with your coworkers, with just that seeing the positive sunny side of things. That I believe is some sort of little basis of coming at everything from love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're
Mhm.
being positive and optimistic, that means that your core you want to love. So
Yeah.
yes. I agree. Oh, ladies. Fabulous.
That's
top
pretty good.
10
Pretty good.
list.
This is good.
Pretty pretty good.
Do you need to break out into song? Do I see like a Snow White thing coming?
No, I was thinking West Side Story.
All right. Well, y'all have a fabulous week, ladies, and we'll
Fabulous.
see you again next week. That's a lovely champagne split. Thank y'all for joining us for Champagne Sunday.
See you next week,
See you
girls.
next week. Yeah, cheers.
Have a good week.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.